Zane and Stocktaker taking up the winners finals for tonight's bracket, and I believe this is their first time running into each other winner's side. Definitely their first time meeting each other in the best of 5 here at AONUltimate. And it's going to be an interesting one, I feel, because we sort of have like the mark of Long Island's finest of the days of old finally coming to form, as we all know he's good. But lately, Stocktaker just hasn't had like the results to really back up how good we all know he is. Meanwhile, Zane been on a tear to prove themselves as one of the top players in New York, and
I think they've been doing a great job of it.
They've been doing a phenomenal job of it. It looks like they got their warm-up seriously out of the way during the commercial break, so we're going to cut right on into it. What we should be expecting is Wolf into Duck Hunt. Can it play around a lot of characters?
I don't know. These guys are good pals. They might screw around. I mean, we were just watching them play some friendlies, and
yeah, I know Zane has been like heavy on practicing Mega Man. I was talking with them a little bit about it because I happen to be a big fan of Mega Man in this game, and they're talking about like eventually getting Mega up to the point where they could co-main alongside Duck Hunt. And of course, Stocktaker's always been like a jack of all trades, with Wolf leading his cast of characters. So not too much of a surprise to see the Wolf and Duck Hunt leading things off here, but don't be surprised if we see some other familiar faces as we move along.
Absolutely, yeah. I know one thing that makes me really excited to see this is that I know for a fact that these guys are always playing friendlies, like all throughout the tournament, like all throughout other days too. You know, anytime that these guys can, I feel like they're practicing against each other, which means we're going to see some stuff that's probably very read-based stuff, like things that you wouldn't expect to see against like two people that have never played against each other. Like these guys play a lot now, so I think that's going to be a good thing for the quality of the gameplay.
Yeah, definitely like that notion of like Yomi levels, that whole idea of I know that you know that I know that you know. Mm-hmm. So they're going to go for those things where, of course, like they know how each of their characters work, and then just executing as best as they can and going for those deep level reads is something we'll see as the set moves on. Because again, this is best of 5 territory, folks.
Yeah, that's right.
So while Zane manages to take first blood, it's going to be on them to keep that momentum in their favor. One thing I also want to bring up is the fact that like both of them are more on the passive end, I feel, as players. Like when they need to go off, they go off.
Yes.
But they do opt to like hang back, be the one to shoot second. Duck Hunt, a character much more heavily acclimated to that style of play, but Stocktaker has showcased that with a minimal kit for camping, he can very much take advantage of peeling away with aerials, taking advantage of really good movement options with Wolf, and of course, Blaster.
It doesn't take much to to camp as effectively as Stocktaker does here, because he's got a reflector and he's got a laser. Really, what else could you need? One reliable projectile is more than enough. But I don't know if I like that how that interacted. The can kind of soaking it all up might be a good thing for Zane.
Yeah, Trick Shot does not play nice with other projectiles, and while I don't think they're going to leverage it super heavy, it is going to come into play every once in a while just by nature of how these two work. Like Blaster hitting Trick Shot while it's just sitting there means that that can is just going to be a little defensive wall for them to use as they mix up how they approach ahead of there.
It's weird because there in the air, it looks like Trick Shot gets bounced back by the laser, but on the ground it doesn't. So
yes.
I'm curious to see how that interaction plays out. The triple roll from Stocktaker into the into the dash dance, missed the grab.
Only the best.
Honestly, I feel like the real secret sauce here is gonna be that reflector. Like,
I don't know. I feel like we don't see Stocktaker use it against a lot of projectile-heavy opponents, and I feel like even here, where it really is an invited tool to get rid of Clay Shooter, the Trick Shot, any of the gunman shots, like, I don't know.
Here's where I think it'll make a difference.
Ooh.
That was where I think it'll make a difference. If Stocktaker's off stage trying to get back and he just needs like a safety cushion against all these like, he's got the clay pigeon, he's got the can, he's got the gunman all lined up, and he's like, oh god, I'm off stage and there's all these projectiles. He could just kind of safely drift back to stage, sit in his reflector and just call it a day.
Whether or not we see that as an option, though, definitely remains to be seen, because Stock is doing a fine job. Ooh, yeah, there you go. You got it.
We did it.
Congratulations, a projectile reflected.
Guys, I got one prediction.
Let's go.
Woo.
You'll get to that commentator clairvoyance eventually, Face.
I'll do it. I promise. Still alive at 170. This can is not quite doing it, although that positioning was fantastic. I can't believe that I don't know what the name of Wolf's up B is, but I can't believe that up B just kind of chewed through it.
Would you believe it if I told you it was Firewolf?
Lame.
I know, right?
No, it's not. There's no fire.
I know!
There's barely a wolf.
Yeah.
That's so boring.
Oh, my God. There was almost no wolf after that.
What throw was that?
That was...
Up throw? There's no way that's the up throw.
No, that was like down throw with like the strangest DI ever.
Well, he was DIing survival DI to live, but...
Oh, I don't... all right. I think that's some of the layers that we're going to be building on. Regardless, Stocktaker.
Remember how I said there's going to be weird stuff where because they know each other's play style?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Throw was so bizarre.
Oh, and like... Zane like knew what to do in that situation too. They were putting the can in a specific spot.
Yeah.
Because like they had an idea of where Stock was going, but we sure as shit didn't. Oh.
I'm surprised that that throw was like probably the optimal option. I know Zane went for the optimal option. So, but I'm surprised that was it.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Dog
to wolf.
So yeah, it really looked like the laser was kind of doing all the heavy lifting that game, and like by forcing approaches, you're just playing into your weaknesses as a character for Duck Hunt. Like you don't want to be approaching like without your projectiles to back you up, but the laser kind of invalidates a lot of these projectiles. I thought the can was going to do a little more like plugging up of the laser, but it really didn't.
So the problem is that Zane, in the grand scheme of things, is a more offensive-oriented Duck Hunt. There are Duck Hunts who will opt to keep Trickshot chilling on the ground and use it like a wall, but that's not really their style. They'll opt more to control space with it in the air. They'll advance with the can moving alongside them and sort of make their approaches ambiguous. And I think that's better suited in this matchup because I think one thing that's really shown to be fatal so far is Blaster has completely invalidated the Wild Gunman. In very rare instances, are they doing more than acting as a pixelated meat shield for Zane?
Yeah, honestly, the Gunman seem to be the big loser of this matchup because not only will laser be fast enough to take them out, but also if it comes to it, Stocktaker can just throw out a reflector and say, all right, take it back.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. And we're not even seeing Zane utilize side B as a zoning option either because, again, it's either Blaster pops it, and then you have the little explosion that Zane can get hit by potentially if they move in too fast.
Yep.
Or...
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe that up tilt made his disjoint. Like
yeah, it was the negative disjoint of up tilt managed to force Wolf to get ripped away by the can. Really silly situation. But hey, we'll take a lead when we can get it.
I got to respect Zane's courage. Every stock, like using the wall jump stall underneath Pokemon Stadium to kind of like wait out invincibility. Oh, wow. Nice. Rolled past the gunman to get the forward tilt. But yeah, between stocks, Zane going for that wall jump stuff, like, dude, Duck Hunt's recovery, not the strong suit, right? Like, why are you playing with Fate, you know?
They're just really confident with their movement between the fact that being able to air dodge out of up B allows you to get yourself closer to the ledge because of pretty respectable drift. And an all-right wall jump, like, Stadium does allow for that kind of tricksy offstage play where applicable.
No, yeah, Duck Hunt's wall jump is good, which is very confusing, but...
I know, right?
Very good wall jump, but, like, I'm just surprised that Zane keeps doing that because it's like, all it takes is one mistake and you're now dead because Duck Hunt Doug's recovery is, but...
I've got faith in them.
Yeah.
Dash attack manages to give total stage control, but how is the landing mix up? You see, that right there is why I think their use of trick shots really solid in this matchup. Because you're really playing that guessing game of, like, do I have to worry about Can being here? Where's Duck Hunt? What am I really focusing on? It's almost like a really traditional magic trick of sorts. Like this sleight of hand of forcing your attention one way where, like, the real trick is in the other hand. And the way that Zane approaches Duck Hunt's tools really makes you think whether or not they're trying to let you focus on the dog or the can. Also, big ups to the brown
or the duck.
Yeah, Duck also like hidden killer out here. Like dash stop forward tilts have been consistent aspects of Zane's offensive pressure, and like really showcasing their worth here. I think we've seen a couple of kills towards the ledge because of it. Such fine control of the can as they try to get it not too high above the plat. because they wanted to cover that little space right above the Pokeball in center stage, where Stock could make it ambiguous if he wants to come across from the plats or across center stage. Like, make sitting in one of the best positional spots for the stage all of a sudden just that more dangerous.
Wow. Stocktaker does not seem afraid of the can. I just feel like all the practice that he has against Zane is paying off because of all the people here, I feel like Stocktaker is the most, like, I don't know, like, confident around the can. Like, he feels like he knows what he's doing. And most people don't. Most people are like, what the hell is this item?
I mean, to be fair, there's really not a lot of Duck Hunt players in general, let alone of the caliber of Zane.
Yeah. But because Stocktaker has all that practice, like, oh, he's living, though. He's living. He's still living, maybe. He's living still.
Yeah, no, heavy wolf. Oh, he wolf flashed right into it, too.
Oh, my God. I feel so bad for Zane, who has now 3-4 times.
Oh, we are naring, and it is a fresh nair. Dog T-poses on you, and you die. The move is such an odd tool. Duck Hunt Nair is either a kill option or, like, the late hit is sometimes a combo mix-up. It's not like like any of the other, like, topsy-turvy spinny moves. Like,
it seems
Villager
similar to Bowser's.
See, Bowser's got multi-hits going on. Duck Hunt is just
weird.
Your fluffy puppy throws himself at you, and that's kind of it.
Duck Hunt's such a weird character.
Yeah, I love this one. I love this character so much. I really didn't expect to love watching this character so much because if you've ever played the original Duck Hunt, that guy's a jerk.
No, yeah, 100%.
He laughs at you. That's his job, to make you feel bad about not pointing a gun at a duck.
That's his windscreen.
Yeah. Again, like, he just wants to make you feel bad.
Oh, the leftover hitbox from that clay pigeon.
Yeah, those little sparks that come out, definitely more effective than most would presume. And goodbye, can.
The camera was like, whoa, check this out.
Yeah, I swear, the camera is in love with the can. Stadium especially, the camera kind of notorious for being weird. Like,
imagine if we were on PS1.
Oh, I'd rather not. I'm I'm good. I'm good. You know that stage is uneven?
Ew.
Yeah, like actually. Yeah, there's your not so fun fact of the night. Ooh, and sniping out the jump there, forcing out the low recovery. Not a good spot to be in.
Man,
but Zane finds the way.
Every tool in the book was used for that mix-up recovery. Like, had to put the can out to kind of put out a hitbox. And, like, air dodge to ledge, like, everything. Everything. Ooh, I like that back throw option. Normally, you're going to see Zane throwing towards the can, but there they decided, like, ooh! Yeah, there they decided, I want stage control so that I can get a nice early kill with a down air. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was extremely well spaced. I can't tell if that hit because Zane dipped down air as fast as they could, or if Stocktaker hitting the gunman extended the negative disjoint of up B. One or the other, it was, regardless, really well placed by Zane, and because of it, Stock doesn't have as heavy of a lead as I was expecting him to starting out this Game 3.
It looks to me like Zane is doing a little bit better of a job of hiding behind the can, using it as like a defensive pivot, and I think it's going to pay big dividends, I think.
It's like the quick adaptation to, the quicker nair there. Like, being able to adjust how you're utilizing your tools, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, Duck Hunt has much more creativity behind their tools. I think that's by virtue of having such obtuse tools. Wolf, though, very simplistic but very effective tools. And I think Stock executes like the use of Wolf's tools really well, but ultimately there's not a lot going on. He just knows how to shoot the gun.
I love that interaction over your commentary. That was amazing. Stocktaker has really, really intricate, in-depth knowledge of all of the
B button, B button, B button, B button, B button, B button.
Very sophisticated player who knows all the ins and outs. Oh my god.
I too know the in and out of the plastic red button on your controller.
Oh man.
Oh,
that was such a sick setup for the can. Did the can give him like extra distance maybe there? Yeah. I feel like he wasn't gonna make it.
He seemed like he had a solid angle. Oh!
No tech there, and that spells death for you, yeah.
Zane once again in a situation where they're eating a little bit of damage, but Tide Stocks puts them in a somewhat good place that they could just get there. Paws on the ground.
Oh my god. Stocktaker cannot get off that platform for the life.
Yo, this duck is out for blood.
Uh-oh. Tried to punish Clay Pigeon on shield. That is not possible.
That move.
Science has not advanced that far yet.
We got our top researchers figuring out where's the right time to punish out Clay Shooter.
There is no time.
Like, if Zane has their way with it, there's no right time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this classic footsie. He's just trying to inch forward. Zane, actually, the one that wants to get closer.
I feel like Zane ultimately is winning out in the scrambles more, and it's Stock who's taking more advantage of the slower-paced game. And kind of like what you were bringing up towards the beginning of the set, it's really because Blaster's doing the heavy lifting here. Like, all your zoning tools don't really mean much when Wolf's just got the better tools in that case. Stock was, like, perfectly positioned to shield that can, too. Like, they just knew exactly where they were going.
Once again, going for that throw mix-up, very surprising to see it, but honestly, it's working out. Goodness.
Gunman falls so that can follow. Yo, dude, hold on. No, good DI again. Oh, no! I think that was, too much. I think the gunman shot it. Oh, no. Dude, I swear, at the end of the set, we're going to need, like, an in memoriam for all of the wild gunmen that have died.
They have been spawning just to die. Wow.
All right, game 4. Let's see what the option is.
Bad day for rain.
But it's not raining. Yes, it is.
That's how it goes, right? Something like that. I actually didn't know. I just took a stab at it.
Don't worry, I got you on the follow-up. I'll carry the weeb energy when we need it.
Thank you. I knew there was some weeb joke to be made, and I threw a Hail Mary.
All right, so I think we went to small. Yeah, small battlefield. One of the best tracks in this game now.
Plucking tulips?
This is from Tekken. Like, I don't think much of Tekken, but I do think the music is easily some of the best that Ultimate gives us, and God bless. I also know Zane's been more a fan of picking into the Tekken tracks whenever they go to a Smash stage.
There was a controversial song that people aren't liking.
Oh, yeah, Moonsiders Part 1 has a Smash remix that isn't as good as the original one, which is, it's an opinion. I like it, but Moonsiders is easily, like, one of the best tracks Tekken's ever put out, and it is famous for a good reason. Regardless, we got Plucking Tulips, so, like, we're chilling. And right now, we got some chains with these side Bs, and they went for the heavy read there.
That was a plucking good combo.
Oh, up smash would have been tight there. I don't even know if it would have killed it 96. With a little bit of the charge, maybe. Oh, it would have been sick to see, but that's a big what if. Stocktaker does a fine job of turning things back into his favor.
A classic back air at the ledge from Stocktaker. That's like his signature move. If there was one thing I would say he's best at, it's his like corner pressure with just like well-spaced back airs. They know that, oh, I'm covering where you're going to be. So.
Like, most of the top Wolves have, like, sick combo games, and Stocktaker, he just relies on reliable checks in neutral. Whoa!
That is one way to skin a cat. I can't believe that that's the way that ended up taking the stock. I thought down air was coming in. I thought something, but this is working out really, really well for Stocktaker, who is kind of running away with this game. Now he has another combo coming in, 32% and more counting here. You know how he got so much mileage out of that second stock? The can was on the other side of the stage, kind of helpless, and the corner pressure was just too much for the poor dog.
Yeah, that's just one of the fatal flaws of Duck Hunt as a character, I feel, is like you can either utilize it as an offensive tool to make your approaches ambiguous, or you could use it as a defensive tool to keep it as a burst option or as an offensive wall. You don't get to do both at the same time. There's only one can on the field.
Mm-hmm. Is this going to be a 3-stock?
Ooh.
What a madman.
Yo.
You're insane.
There's a universe where he got it, though.
You're crazy.
Because he hit the gunman, he died for it. All right.
What is that?
Yo, he's scooting across the carpet.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I've never seen that. That's so funny.
We're only going to get a chance to see it once.
Zane, thank you for showing me that.
Now that's the advanced tech I'm trying to see.
It's like, I'm going out, but not without this.
They just start scooting across the carpet.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, that dog got put down a loser's bracket. We'll see more stock over in Grand Finals.
Grands, maybe.